voicemail anyway. But she said it.
Wow.
Wow.
You're taking a picture of me.
Yes, I am.
Here's the more pumpkin.
You can make a pumpkin pile. You ready?
Huh? Thanks, Mike. Let's see. Hold it up.
These are gonna be Halloween pumpkins soon.
This is our winning prize fair pumpkin. It's covered in dirt and worm casings.
Oh, great.
Beautiful. Can you grab two?
I can. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Even these are.
Yeah, there's a few we bought.
There's gonna be more soon.
So this was the beginning of November. We got the garden cleaned up and put to bed just before the weather turned, just in the nick of time. Because the next day, a storm came rolling in.
Mom's not coming. Is Mom coming in?
Can you open these snacks, please?
We put this chicken saddle on Poppercott back in June because she's our rooster's favorite hen, and she needed the extra protection. But now that it's fall, our rooster isn't so active and we can finally take it off. As for eggs, most of our adult hens have stopped laying for the year, and so what's left is eggs from our pullets, who will probably continue to lay throughout the winter. We've had to quit selling eggs for now, but hopefully we can pick back up on it once they start laying again, usually towards the end of January or the beginning of February. I finally finished the sweater vest I started for Matt a couple months ago. My goal was to get it done before Christmas, so when? Here you can see some fairly substantial ribbing along the neck and the armbands, but I ended up reworking the ribbing, making it smaller, around the arms and picking up less stitches around the neck to tighten it up a bit. And then I reblocked it. I relied heavily on Julia Trice's notes for this vest, which I'll link in the description below, though I made quite a few customizations. For instance, I took Matt's torso length into consideration when knitting the body. I started the arm size quite a few rows before beginning the decreases for the v-neck. And then I also picked up much fewer stitches around both arm and neck bands than suggested. But it was still a very useful guide for knitting this vest. If I were to knit this again, I might start the arm size even lower, maybe by another 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and I would have knit another maybe 6 rows of length to the body. But I think we're both pretty happy with how it turned out. That's a good spot for a bench.
As tall as the queen.
And now, Dad's making a little house for the fire.
In goat news, we've officially dried off our milking does. It took us about a week to get them fully dried off, and we put them up on the stanchion and check them thoroughly each night, giving them a little less grain every day until it was obvious that their bodies had begun reabsorbing the milk.
Signs of leaks. Temperature is just fine.
We already missed the milk, but it's been really nice to have the break, especially as the weather gets colder.
She seems good.
We also went and picked up another buck. Breeding season is over here, and all the does we wanted to breed have already been bred. So we don't plan to put this guy to work until next fall. But I had been eyeing this guy for quite a few months, and I really didn't want to lose the opportunity to bring him home. So we went ahead and got him a couple weeks ago, and we put him in with one of our wethers. His name is Sunset Knoll B.H. Ichabod Crane, or Icky as we like to call him. And I've got all of his pedigree and information up on my newly updated website, as well as the rest of our Nigerian dwarf dairy herd, if you're interested in reading more about our goats. We picked up our Christmas tree on the 1st of December, which also happened to be our first snow day of the year. Here in Oregon, we have U-cut Christmas tree farms all over the place, and we also have farms that supply trees to other parts of the country, but this is the first U-cut tree we've brought home in quite a few years. We went with Matt's parents, had a nice lunch, and then went to the farm, and it was a really fun day. Now that it's December, I have brought out my box of Christmas yarn for making gnomes and baubles. This is one of my favorite Christmas traditions, and this year I'm playing around with making some larger gnomes, which I will hopefully be able to share with you guys in the next video.